Okay, I don't know why it's like this. Let me see. It's dark. Okay, I'm not even gonna get up and turn on the light. I'm so irritated. So I'm gonna have a conversation right now. I don't know what the hell is going on in Jamaica. I know worldwide black men are acting like crazy. Like they're either more violent now and they're just also like almost feminine, like they act like girls. I don't know if it's because they're being raised by only females, or they say 70% are being raised with um, single mom. They just beg like a girl. Like, it's such a weird thing. It's like they'll meet you today and they'll ask you for sex. They'll meet you today, they'll ask you for money. So like I'm trying to try out the online. I know I'm looking rough and I don't really care. Trying out the online dating thing, right? And all of a sudden, I meet the guy, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm in love with you." Like they just say a lot of crazy stuff, and you're like, especially when you're smart and you have brains and education, unlike the idiots they're probably used to dealing with, desperados or despacitos. So they're like talking all this big talk, like, "Oh, you're online, get offline." We met, and now it's like we're in love and la la la. And I'm like, I just met you today. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I met one guy. He's like, the next day, he's like, do this for me, do this. And I'm like, I'm sorry, did we just meet yesterday? The next day, you're telling me to go do this and like giving me. And the funny thing is, it's always something to do with money that they don't want to pay. And all of a sudden, you should pay and you should run around for them. And there's no basis for the behavior. Like you didn't have a long-term relationship, you didn't know them for a long time, so it's not like you've had it developed something so you feel like, oh yeah, that's fine, I'll go do this and do that. Yeah, when you have a man or you're with a person, you vet them, they've proven themselves to you, then it's okay to like run around for people or do things. Like we have our life here in Canada. Friggin' most of us are working 2 or 3 jobs. The economy is bad all over the world. It's not oh, by the ways, the economy is great in Canada. We're working 3 jobs. We're sick of it. Like most of us, we know, especially the this generation, we know how ungrateful people are in Jamaica. A lot of people. So we're not gonna kill ourselves to do something for people that don't even respect stuff or respect anything. Even your family, how they treat you, and no matter what you give them, it's never enough, and they expect to sit on their ass, and you'll pay for their school. The thing is, they don't understand. Like the thinking is like, okay, so if I pay for your school and you don't go to school, that's money loss. Like, so basically, I should just work and throw away my money. And you can do that for 20 years, and they'll look at you 10 years or 15 years and then go, oh, you there, Canada, you know, have nothing, you're broke, you have, nothing, and talk shit about you. Funny thing is, they don't even know what you have because they've never been to Canada, they've never seen your house. But at the same time, they will talk so much smack because, especially when you stop sending things the way they like it or as much as they often as they like, well, all of a sudden, yeah, and you're like, I don't have any money. Oh, you're broke, you're there, Canada. Do you think Canada is fucking a black country? Do you think you can get a job anywhere you want and do whatever you want? Like, this is not how it works. Okay, this is not like we're dealing with racism. We're dealing with so many different stuff here. We come here and struggle and work jobs that half of you fuckers when we work in Jamaica. You don't want to work a fast food counter. You don't want to work stand up all day. Would you stand up 12-hour days and braid somebody's hair or do some shit to get paid and get paid little and not? No, half of you guys are saying I'm not doing that. I was with people in Jamaica that's partying till 5 in the morning, but said they wouldn't get up at 5 to go to a job. So like, this is family member that has no money. Like, who thinks like that and says stuff like that? I am so irritated. I know this is like totally not a good time to vent when you're pissed off or like when things are like, I don't know, I just didn't turn on the light and I'm just not gonna bother. It's okay, I like being tanned. So anyways, so every time so I went on, that's why I don't even like to go on the Jamaican dating site or any Jamaican site. Like, oh my God, when you're been away from people, they can really annoy you. I love Jamaica and I love my people, but I love decent people. People that have ambition and people that have like self-esteem and have kindness in their heart. Like I remember buying a perfume. This perfume, you guys, was like $200 perfume. And the $200, you don't pick that up easy in Canada. $200 is a lot of money for a lot of people, right? And I brought it to my family member. It's a big one. It's not even the local trial size. It's a big chunky one. And I swear I have a perfume now. It's been lasting me, and I use this almost every other day, or we would just call it every day. And the perfume now, a Beyonce perfume, I have it both for 2 years. So I brought this perfume, and fine, it's just me when I use it, because I have two sisters and a mom when I was in Jamaica. So I brought this perfume. Oh my God. 6 weeks I went back, the perfume done. I said, what do you mean the perfume done? I brought cologne for my brother when he was alive. My brother bathed in it like every hour, and it's like no common sense. It's like, I know that ignorance, and when you have no education, you just act stupid. But how you gonna bring food for you, and you're gonna drink off and eat off everything, and then the next day looking at me like, oh, what's going on? Like, I cook, I don't eat the whole entire pot of food, and then the next day have nothing to eat. Like, it's like no common sense or courtesy. I watch them. People just walk in and out and just take whatever they want and eat whatever they want, and then they're crying that they don't have anything. Well, when I give you something and you give it all away, if I bring you a 4 liter thing of oil, and every 5 minutes somebody's coming begging you oil and borrowing stuff, I don't care if you want to look kind and you want to impress people, because that's all we care about is trying to look nice to people. What the fuck? Why would I give you my oil, and what do I do when it's done? I'm looking at them like, okay, now there's just stupidity, and that's why a lot of rich people just laugh at poor people, because they're just like, you guys are just stupid. I mean, it's like, oh yeah, that cute thing to give the shirt off your back, yeah, and then you stay naked. That makes no sense unless you have. But they act like they have a pipeline or ATM in Canada. You have a ATM, so like every time you want money, as soon as the problem comes, they call me crying. I'm like, didn't I say to go to school? Go to freaking school or get a trade or do something. How do you wake up every morning and don't have a trade, don't have an education, and just be like, oh, I have people are firing? Like, what do you think? That means we're an ATM? Like, we have our, like, I can show you. I can send a copy of, there was a lady that did this, and she says, when people just don't understand, and it's like showing all the bills that we have to pay here, the insurance. If you have car, you have to pay for insurance. You have to pay for car payment, and if, like, if you're not smart to just buy a junk car, and again, they'll steal the car and laugh at you and be like, look what she had drive, while they're sitting there begging shit and don't have a job. Well, at least you're driving something. But smart people know that. Even millionaires know that, you drive a little raggedy car or whatever until you have no debts or nothing to pay. You don't just be driving a fancy car to impress anybody, because at the end of the day, they're not the one when you're in debt paying for it. They don't know what your bank account is like. Half of the time, the people with the braggy shit, we've got zero in their bank account, and the people with their broke up piece of car have enough money saved up. So on the tande. Anyways, so I'm talking to this guy online, and literally, like, he's like, oh yeah, when people are too fast, like nobody, like, I guess that's one thing I notice in Canada, when you're too nice or too fast, or you're just saying everything that person want to hear right away, people are just kind of side at you like, I don't know about you, because they don't believe anybody you have to develop anything in life. You have to develop a friendship, you have to develop a relationship, you have to develop, something. You can't just be like, oh, me mate you, I love you, oh God, yeah man, me I dead now, and me 5 minutes I'm in Jamaica, and a guy follows me to the store, and he's arguing with me because another guy's talking to me, and I'm like, dude, I don't even know you, and he's acting like I was his woman, and he's like, oh yeah, try embarrassment and da da da, and I was like, what? I was so confused, because I'm like, okay, this guy had mental illness, obviously, but how can you like act like we come from North America? Yes, we're black, but we're like my ex says black girls are like white girls, but with a tan, because if you grew up here, you have a North American perspective and personality. So when I come there to Jamaica, I don't want some stupid little child or somebody trying to bad me up like them there with me and them own me, and oh, where I talk to that man, like, what? I don't know you. Why do you care who I'm talking to? And why do you act like because you walk me 5 minutes down the street, you're all of a sudden with me? How does relationship develop? Over years. In Canada, we develop over years and months, not over days and minutes. Like, what the So anyways, I met this guy online, and he's like talking to me, and of course he's with the fasting. Oh, take off your profile offline, rah, 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 da, 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 da. And I'm like, what is this guy on about? I'm like, seems like a straightforward guy. You know how they always talk about God and stuff and trying to act like they're good people and fool you. So anyways, Like literally 2 days after talking to him, he's like, "Oh, give me some credit now." And I'm like, okay, don't forget this guy's like 47 years old. This guy's almost 50. I'm sorry, I can understand the little 20-year-olds and the little, what do you call it, millennials begging for stuff. But a grown ass man. And one thing is, why are the men so comfortable in begging shit down there? Why are you comfortable in begging shit? You're a man. You're supposed to be masculine. You're supposed to be a provider. If you're begging me stuff before we start dating, one, I'm going to think, you're looking for something to somebody to use. Two, I'm thinking, why are you begging me? Like, you're a man. Like, you're supposed to have stuff. Why would I go to Jamaica and date some broke ass man? I don't care. You could look like the freaking super top model. I'm not going to Jamaica and pick up a man and struggle and help somebody because what? If I want charity, I have enough charity in my family and African charity I can support. I don't want to pick up some big grown ass man that want to live off his money and live off mine. What the hell is going on? And why are you so comfortable in asking a woman for things? When did this happen? Like, I'm still befuddled. I'm like, what? The tourists went down there and just started letting you guys use them, and then it's okay now? Like, like what's the guy name? Farrakhan was just saying, you wonder why the black women are single and they're packed up in the churches. There's no real man. At least God is a real man. Why would anybody trust and say, oh, you black women don't let black man lead? Why am I gonna lead behind a blind idiot that's driving the truck off the road? What? Nobody follows an idiot leader. If you're confident, like, there was a post and there was a guy and he was proposing to his lady. But if you're confident in a man, you're going to trust what he says. And if he says, come here, go there, you've been with him long enough to see, okay, this guy has common sense. This guy has a drive or whatever it is that you like about him. So you're going to be like, all right, cool. I'm going to follow this guy. But you're not going to follow some idiot. Why would I? And another thing they said, oh, you see the black girls online and they're so submissive to the white guy. No. When a guy treats you like a female and acts like a man, you're submissive because you feel comfortable. You're like, he's got me. I've never dated a black man where I felt like protected or comfortable. Like, almost never. I was followed the other day on the street by some guy that was following me and trying to ask me to come to him and come in his car, and I was like, no. Well, I don't know if it's a coincidence, but he seemed to be following me and parked up right where I was going. I think I dodged him. Anyways, I come home and I tell this to my ex, and I'm like, oh my God, this is what happened to me. And he's like, it's because you're cute. Your outfit was nice. I was like, what? I'm expecting him to run outside and be like, where's the guy? Where, is he still outside? Look for him or go with me. Like, the guy was like, yeah, because you look nice. What the fuck kind of backwards people are? Who's raising these men? And this is like a over 40-year-old man. Like, who says that? Like, what time frame are we in, and what backward society are we in where man is begging for shit, and next thing you know, they're like, I've seen it before. Me and this guy got into a fight because, again, he thinks I'm stupid, not because I lived in Canada for many years. And then he's like, can I get some minutes? I'm thinking, first of all, I straight up told him, I said, if I'm going to send credit to anybody, it's my family in Jamaica. And they're poor because they refuse to do anything I say. I send them money, it's done. I try to build a house for them, they fuck up my money. They do so much stuff. And I'm just sick of the kind of people who constantly begs for shit. And they're never going to be further. No matter how you give them something, they're not going to use it productively. They're not going to be grateful. They're so ungrateful. I've yet to see people that were grateful that you give stuff. It makes you want to give people stuff that are grateful. Look at people are like, oh, why do people give you stuff? You don't need stuff or whatever. I'm grateful. If you give me a little bag juice, oh, thank you so much. Oh my God, I appreciate it so much. You didn't have to give me that. You don't have to buy me a coffee. It's $3, but it's $3 I didn't have before you bought it for me. Like, what the hell, man? And I'm just like, I'm so tired of this bullshit. What kind of man just be begging women? I'm not going to Jamaica to pick up no broke pocket stupid guy that keeps begging. No, no, I don't mind that people are working hard, and there's a difference. Trust me, I know where somebody is like a hard worker, and you want to help people that are helping themselves. You're not trying to give some dude that he has a job, I have a job, I work part time right now. I'm in one of the places in Canada where the economy is the worst. Like there's so many people laid off and have no job and are right now getting EI or whatever, some kind of assistant program just to help them survive. And this fool is sitting here begging me shit and talking like I owe him stuff. Dude, I just met you not even a week ago. Why would I give you stuff? Screw this. Like I know. I'm frustrated and it's gonna come across that way, and I have no problem with that because you know what? Too much freaking begging is going on. Like, this okay if you have, like for me, I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna do this for you, you did this for me, and whatever, and we exchange kind of something. But like just asking people for things and to do things for you, like, and I feel like everybody's always trying to use the black woman, oh, like a freaking donkey to just carry their weight and do everything. Everything is like, oh, I hadn't spoken to a guy for 9 years, and he called me, and he's like, yeah, can you go to this and go to the university and get them to sign it? I'm like, excuse me, what? I I didn't talk to you for 9 years. You're married. Do I look like your secretary? I'm like, and then he's like, oh, I'm not married. I'm like, dude, idiot. The paper is provincial wide. It's not like I didn't see your freaking marriage announcement and you're stupid yourself and your wife in the picture. And then you come telling me that you're gonna come here and stay with me. Why would you stay with me, Mr. Rich Dude, that has money and try to get me to like be your receptionist? Why is it always treating black women like we're your freaking servant? And then you complain that we're not good to you because you can't use us and abuse us the way you like. Huh, get out of here with that crap. I'm over it.